It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. It is your feel-good breakfast show on this Wednesday morning, Expresso on SABC3. Now, it's time to inspire you a little bit. Now, if you want to make large amounts of money, then breaking off from the world of employment and starting your own business is often the best way to do it. But with about 9 out of 10 startups predicted to fail within their very first year of operation, entrepreneurs need all the help they can get. And it's for that reason that the Global Entrepreneurship Week began, which brings together business innovators from across the world to network and bring their ideas to life in 125 countries this week. And in fact, joining us on our couch this morning to give us advice on how to make your startup work is Catherine Young, the founder of Thinkroom, Melanie Botha, the founder of startup company Africa Paper Dolls, and Shadab Rahil, director of the Paradigm Group. Good morning to you all and welcome to the show.
Morning, thank you.
I'm going to start off with you first, Catherine. That I know that you mentor quite a great deal of entrepreneurs. And what are some of the major hurdles that one does face as a startup company in those first stages that could sometimes lead to failure?
Yeah, there are really 2-3 key things, right? Access to the markets, access to finance, and validating their product. And what that really means is very often the startups fall in love with their product before they know it will be bought, product or service. That's the one thing. So we really teach them very well how to get that product validated. And then really getting a customer, your first customer is your biggest thing, and that's the next big issue for startups. They don't know how to sell, they need help on selling. And then the dreaded access to finance. So money is an issue. We always say to startups, if you get customers, you don't necessarily need the money straight away. So those are the 3 big things. Yeah.
Of course, and it comes together in drawing up a proper business plan and being able to convince those financiers that you'll be able to give them an ROI. And Melanie, your company has inspired young girls in helping them to be creative and create their own designs and fashion and using paper, I believe, right? Tell me a bit about your company, how it all got started and what's been the secret to success.
We've created this It's Me African Paper Doll. It's really to help young kids embrace their own identity and be true to themselves. So the key, though, was we wanted to support local entrepreneurs in doing this. So fascinating local designers. From that up to incredible support we got from Thinkroom. You know, Paybook, for instance, has helped us. A local entrepreneur helped us with our e-commerce site. Creative helped us with our website. So everything we wanted to do, from the product creation to supporting young girls, is local and embracing true identity.
And in that way, making and helping those businesses succeed in their own endeavours.
Absolutely.
Lovely stuff. And Shadab, your company, your startup that you founded in 2003, embraced new technology throughout its development. I guess that's part of what led to its success as well. So your advice to entrepreneurs that are really, I guess, risking it all, trying to be successful in these companies they're starting off?
Yeah, I think the most important point would be that you have to time your product correctly. You have to time your idea correctly, because timing is everything in a small startup's life. And like Catherine said, you have to focus on your first customer, getting that first deal in, because that will lead to additional deals. But mostly it's about timing and being consistent and not really quitting. Because, like you said, 9 out of 10 will fail. But you have to keep at it and keep going at it. It's the easiest thing to come up with the idea and you think it will sell. But to carry through it, keep on pushing, that's really what it takes.
But how do you time it correctly? Because you could spend a lot of time planning, looking for that gap in the market. Meanwhile, you know, had you been there and tried to risk it to get the biscuit, as they say?
So you can't plan everything, and especially timing, you can't really plan. You have to really wait for your moment. You have to look what's the current trends. You have to be aware of the market, what's going on in the market, look at the competition, potential competition in your field, and see where the gap is in the market. In our case, we came up with Payment 24, which was focusing on using NFC, which is the latest trend, using mobile technologies in an industry where it has not been used, like fleet fuel management. Nobody has used it before. So that was quite important for us, and that really brought us quite a lot of success. And we came into this game just because we had a product which did something unique, differently, at a fraction of the cost.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for bringing inspiration to our show this morning, and I hope that it does inspire a lot of our young entrepreneurs that are watching this morning. In fact, a great philosopher did once say that if you want to, or the best way of predicting the future is by creating it. So I hope that you are very, very inspired. Remember that Global Entrepreneurship Week carries on until the 22nd of November. In fact, let us know on our Facebook page what kind of ideas you've been coming up with. Are you perhaps a startup business that is seeking success out there in the world? Well, right now, let's catch up with the headlines with Zoe Brown.